Hi kids! Gender is a system of oppression. Did you ever wonder why adults get so upset if you're a boy who likes girl things? Is it curious to you why all those grown-ups get so angry if you're a girl who wants to play football? If you're a girl who wants to do something only boys are supposed to do? Gender is a construct. Anything you can think of that makes a boy or a girl is not 100% universal all the time in 7.8 billion human creatures. The reason adults get so upset, the reason people get so angry, is they want the hierarchy to stay in place. Boys are the best, girls are the worst.
What the f***, Buffalo Bill?
Jeffrey, I think you would get a lot less criticism if you didn't start all your TikToks out with, "Hi kids!" Just a thought. And also, if you're trying to look the part, put some effort in. I mean, you've got a thicker 5 o'clock shadow than I could ever dream of growing in. Let's tighten up a little bit. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Now, just a quick warning, if you get offended easily, you may want to skip this video, which is fine. Just, exit stage left and check the next one out. That's fine. For those of you that have the same toilet sense of humor I do, let's get into it. Now, I saw this article and it made me chuckle because we have actually addressed this several times on this channel. Now, it's a New York Post article and it says, "I'm plus size and my haters say my haters say my tummy looks like a butt in these pants." Now, there's a bunch of different names for it. Some people may call it the flupa. Over on this channel, we call it
front butt.
And as you can see, the ass is on the front.
And there you have it, the infamous front butt. That lady actually even admitted it. Anyway, this TikTok is about a minute long. We're going to listen to the first 5 seconds. It says, "Black folks not being able to swim is because of..." Yeah. Roll the film.
So it's always so interesting when you hear people talking about, oh, black folks can't swim. And it's like, that's because of racism and anti-blackness.
That is the stupidest thing I ever heard of. Jesus.
Oh my God, the first time I heard that, I could not stop laughing. I was laughing uncontrollably. That is the most absurd thing I've ever heard. There's no sense in listening to him try to justify his position that black folks can't swim because of racism and anti-blackness. That's just peak victim mentality. That's as bad as it gets right there. Anyway, this is another TikTok that's a little over 2 minutes long. But about 30 seconds in, what she says is just the rest of it's a moot point. So roll the film.
We could just ignore my hair, please. So today during class, one of my classes were just all over the place. They would not stop talking and they always know how to get me. Ask me questions about sex ed and I'm sucked into your loophole. I don't even know if that's the right phrase. But one student was like, "Do you believe that there's multiple genders?" Like,
say what?
One of my classes were just all over the place. They would not stop talking and they always know how to get me. Ask me questions about sex ed and I'm sucked into your loophole. I don't even know if that's the right phrase. But one student was like, "Do you believe that there's multiple genders, like in this country?" And I said, yeah, I mean, depending on where you live, there could be no genders or there could be more than 3, depending on your culture and your society. In our society, I do believe that there are multiple genders. And he was like, "I don't believe that because when you're born, they assign you boy or girl." And I said, yes, they do, based on your biological sex. Gender is the ideas formed from society and culture that are attached to the sexes. So then I asked him, what happens when a child is born and they're assigned non-binary? So I asked him what would happen if a child was born and they were assigned the gender being non-binary. And he had nothing to say. Now, is it common? No. But there are kids that are assigned no gender or no strict box of a gender when they are born.
Don't you get wacky on me. What the f***
are we talking about here?
I could not take another second of that. Oh my God. Wow. First of all, lady, you're not assigned a gender. The doctor observes what you are. One of two boxes, M or F. But, and I let it play a little longer than I wanted to, just so you could get an idea of how out there she is. But what she said in the first 10, 15 seconds was extremely alarming.
They always know how to get me. Ask me questions about sex ed, and I'm sucked into your loophole.
Are you a sicko? What is this?
A teacher just freely admitted that she enjoys talking about that subject with her students. Not her family, not her friends, her students. How do these people get teaching jobs? Anyway, this TikTok went pretty viral about a year ago, and I saw it again recently, and I figured, why not? Why not? Roll the film.
So I have this thing, call it a little quirk, if you will. I have hair in my armpits. I have it there for a few reasons. 1, lazy. 2, the patriarchy. And 3, your response to them tells me everything I need to know about you.
Oh. That is an interesting look. She's got more hair in her pits than on the top of her head, yet she's got the Roy Orbison chops going. I just, can you imagine the odor?
It's too bad you can't smell through a video.
Ooh. Now, a lot of people were tricked, fooled, manipulated into believing that George Floyd had some kind of positive impact on this world. And I think that's what happened here to this gentleman, who seems like a very, very kind, loving, huge-hearted person. I think he's just been given the wrong facts. Roll the film.
Rest in peace, George Floyd. Rest in peace, George Floyd, for everything have you done.
Now, as you can see from that TikTok clip, that this guy is obviously a very kind and compassionate man. Obviously has a huge heart. You can tell from that clip right there. However, saying rest in peace, George Floyd, for everything that you've done. Sir, I don't think you want to know everything he's done, because it's not good. Now, we've seen a lot of people get George Kirby tattoos on them and all kinds of different things. So I guess this guy hasn't gone that far yet. Imagine what being one of those people. Anyway, keep it moving, please. All right, this next clip is just another example of how insane people have become over the past 2 or 3 years. People have just lost their minds. They don't think, there's no common sense or logic in anything they do. It's just all fear-based. Roll the film. Actually, I'm going to mute it because it's just background noise. So this lady and guy are out to lunch. She's got a mask on. Looks like she's got a duck bill on. I don't know what kind of mask that is. She's got a mask on. Whoop, she pulled it down. She doesn't have a mask on anymore while she's eating her food. Shovels her food into her mouth. No mask. Oh, mask back up again. She's protected. Make it make sense.
But there's a lot of dumb mother out there.
You were literally too stupid to insult.
All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up in just a few minutes. Now, a couple things before I do. We don't have any sponsors for today's video. However, we do have a super thanks from our good friend, American McKire. American McKire wanted to give a shout out to Tra-La-La Farms in Farmersville, Texas. So big shout out to Tra-La-La Farms in Farmersville, Texas. And once again, thank you, American McKire, for your continued love and support. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below. I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. Also, guys, It's been almost a week since I've dropped any videos, and that's because the YouTube's overlords are up to their silly little tricks again. We've got, I think, 2 or 3 videos right now waiting on the appeal for the ad suitability process. They were demonetized. I appealed it, and the appeals used to take 12, 24 hours tops. Now they're taking 3 to 5 days or more. So I don't know what order they're going to come out in. If they seem kind of wonky when they come out and there's no rhyme or reason, most of the time there's not here, but just that's why they're holding us up on their end. So I apologize for that, guys. Also, if anyone's offended by that TikTok that I played with the gentleman with Down syndrome in it, that's on you. People get offended by everything nowadays. And what did I say? I said he seemed like a very kind, loving, compassionate, huge-hearted young man. He's just been given the wrong information, like a lot of people. So, as I said, if you're offended by that or anything else, sorry, that's on you. All right, so we're going to be wrapping it up here in just a minute. Let's see what this lady, her issue is. Roll the film.
Someone give me a car ride! Someone give me a ride! Someone give me a ride! I need a ride!
Loud noises! I don't know what we're yelling about!
All right, guys, we're going to be ending it on John Fetterman here. John Fetterman, who I believe, the Senate race against Dr. Mehmet Oz in Pennsylvania. Now, John Fetterman recently had a pretty bad stroke, and he's, I'm sure at this point everybody has heard or seen about what's going on with John Fetterman. So and this is no taking any low blows at John Fetterman. This is just insane that the Democrats are propping this guy up when they should be saying, listen, bow out of the race, go take care of your health. It's fine. Be with your family in these times. So he went to speak somewhere, and we all know that that side of the aisle is very anti-American, and even the American flags in the background felt that way. Roll the film.
I'm running to serve Pennsylvania.
All the American flags just toppled over right behind him. That a sign from above or what? Anyway, all right, so also John Fetterman has been doing his media tour. So all the establishment, all the establishment media channels, MSNBC, CNN, The View, so they can all make it seem like there's nothing wrong with him. He was on Don Lemon. He was on This Is The View. And listen to what this lady says. Roll the film, please.
Mr. Fetterman, I was happy you released an updated letter from your doctor, and it's clear your post-stroke struggles are not cognitive and would not hinder you as a senator.
Meanwhile,
you're saying tonight that you support fracking, that you've always supported fracking, but there is that 2018 interview that you said, quote, I don't support fracking at all. So how do you square the two?
I do support fracking, and I support fracking, and I stand and I do support fracking.
You're a f***ing idiot.
And you ain't black.